that you can get this type of cinematic shots for your motorvlogging content in under just 1500 rupees. Yeah, you heard me right. So now I will show you the items that are needed to get that cinematic shots for your motorvlogging content. First of all, you need an action camera that supports 4K 24 FPS and with wide angle and stabilization. So basically you can get that ultra crisp video and cinematic shots in 4K, so it can be more detailed and less pixelated. And wide angle creates that fisheye look. Okay, we need that fisheye look. And stabilization help in reducing bumps in the videos and shakiness in the videos. And right now I'm using, for example, the DJI Action 4. You can use any brand that you want, Insta, GoPro, DJI, whatever. But if you want to try a new camera, if you're like getting your first camera, you can go ahead with this. It is cheap and it is very good. Trust me, I have been using this for past 2 years and it did not do any issues with me. Okay, so you need an action camera. Then the second item that you need is the magic arm. Currently I'm using the Hiffen's one. You can go around with any another brand, but this magic arm cost you only 1500 rupees and it is a full metal body. I have been using this for a month and it has given me no issues, and this magic arm does not disappoint. You also need a flat mount to attach that mount of DJI, so you can attach the camera over here. But second thing second, you need this. It is a metal structure. It will support and it will be very steady, but it will create a few bumps in the video and shakiness in the video because like our Indian roads are not at good at all. So you need a stabilization and you need a Hiffen's magic arm or any other magic arm that you prefer, and that's it. You need a flat mount as well, and that's it. You don't need to invest any another penny to your cinematic shots. So yeah, now I will show you guys how you can get that shots mounted and how you can get those different angles from your bike onto your camera. So guys, basically now we will talk about the back angle and how to mount this to get that crispy cinematic back angle for your cinematic shots, for your motorvlogging content or your edits. So in the GT650 there is a sweet mount over here that you can mount, and on any other bikes, or you can mount this Hiffen's magic arm to get that back view. All you need is the back armrest for the pillion that is of metal. It can be of metal, it can be any other material, as long as that this stays fixed. So right now we're gonna take this and tighten it up over here. See, and we have to angle it over like this, and we have to just tighten it up, and here you go. Or the back angle shot is ready. See, it will be looking like this, and make sure this is fully tight and it is ready to go. And I will now show you guys what not to do while mounting this and while taking the cinematic shot with this. So basically you have to take that camera, you have to mount it over here, and this will be your back shot. Pause. This will be the back angle. And what things you should not do with this: the tail should not cover the whole grid of your camera angle. In simple words, there is a grid of 3x3 and you just have to take this tail to the frame where only one grid is filling up, not the whole grid is filling up. So make that key it is the center of the background, and everything will be fine as well. So this is all about the back angle, and you can easily get this shot. And I have also shown the shots in the starting of the video. So now we will talk about how to get that front wheel to your cinematic shots. This is the second angle we are talking about, and for this we need a crash guard for your bike. So you can mount it right over here like this, or you can just rotate it like this and you can mount it over here. Any crash mount or any crash guard will work. You just have to angle it right. You have to loosen this up and you have to make sure this stays like this, and this is little bit over here. As you can see, this should be looking like this, so it should cover the front view of your bike like this. Don't worry, it will not fall. I have tested it multiple times, so it is fully in place and fully tightened up. Make sure this is fully tightened up, and make sure this is also tightened up. And what things not to do now? Same goes as the back shot or the back angle we were talking about. The front wheel angle should not cover the 3 grids or the full whole 3x3 grids. It should cover only 2 grids. For example, the wheel should cover 2 grids and the background should have 1 grid for space. So you can have that breathing room for your angle. Like it is covering 2 grids right in the video that you're watching right now. If I do it like this, or if I do it like that, it is covering the whole view and it is not getting cinematic shots. But if you widen it up with the help of wide angle and little bit of adjustment, there you go. It is only covering 2 grids and the word grid is for whole breathing room. Basically, you need a breathing room, so this shot can be more cinematic over here. The breathing room is fully, so it can be like the background over here and the bike wheel should be over here. And the mount should not be too low, as it will be getting the chances high risk of getting scraped or hitting by a rock. And it should not be too high because it might hit the handle. So yeah, that is all about the second angle. Moving on to the third. So moving on to my favorite angle of this whole cinematic angles that we are talking about is the side profile of your bike and the gear lever as well. So it is the added bonus of 1/2, if you know what I mean. You're getting the side profile of your bike and also the gear lever, so you can know when I'm changing gear, and also cinematic as well. So basically, how to mount it? Basically, we did the same thing as for the front wheel view angle. You have to do the same but reverse it. You have to mount it on the other side of the crash guard like this, and make sure it is whole tighten up, and make sure it is little bit to the angle as well. This should create an angle like this, so you can get the crispy side look of your bike and also the gear lever. And I will show you what to do and what not to do in this. What to do: make sure the grid is on the middle where you're shifting the gear. Not here, not here, because it will create a cinematic look over here. And if you want a fully side profile, you should aim to center the camera over here or here. So yeah, basically it is over here. It can be divided into 2 parts wherever you want. Play with it as long as you're getting that shot crispy enough. And yeah, that is the third shot. Moving on with the fourth angle, that is of gear lever or the brakes, whatever you want. If you want a throttle as well, it can cover it. So basically the plus point of GT is you can mount this mount over here like so. We have to just lighten it up again, then tighten it up little bit, not much. Then you have to tighten this up fully. Okay, make sure this is loose again and make sure it is highest possible and it is mounted. This is the fourth mount. This is all about the clutch lever, and you can switch it over here as well to get that throttle and brake also, to get that cinematic shot. So it is a 2-in-1.
Make sure the mount is high enough, and in the frame the clutch lever is in the center of the frame, because it will create a cinematic look. And if you're mounting into the throttle or the brake lever, make sure it is in the center of the both, as well as the grid cross in the center. This helps in getting the cinematic shot and also help in getting that triangle right.
So in this video we have talked about 4 cinematic angles, but if you look at it, we have talked about 5 and 6. And I hope you like this video and you learned something about cinematic or cinematology from me. And I hope that you use it in your videos, and make sure to tag me so I can comment and I can like and I can see what you're doing, guys. So basically we're talking about this, and for the next video I will be shooting about the camera settings for that crispy motion blur and that cinematic look for your bike, and which setting should be used in DJI, in any other camera that you want. Comment do below.
That do you want the second part of the cinematic angles? I can provide more cinematic angles for you guys.
And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.